Hi guys, I thought we'd look at another Ben Harper one today. As you guys know, he's my favourite artist, so I always love doing his songs. This was a request from David Blow, so we're going to do Roses from My Friends. As always, if you've got any requests, pop in below and I'll try and get to them as soon as I can. As always as well, if you can subscribe and like to my channel, that helps me out massively, and you know the drill. So, with this song, it's pretty simple. You've mainly got three parts. There's the verse and the chorus, and then in the verse there's like two rhythms, and then that just kind of repeats around. So we'll look at them. If you get a piece of paper and write it down, that helps a lot with this, because there's quite a lot of different rhythms. It's not like one set rhythm. And then the chords are pretty simple, so after that it's just kind of working out what the right hand's doing really. So yeah, let's go check it out and go for a close-up. Okay guys, so we're going to talk about the two verse rhythms first, then we'll look at the chorus, and then the outro is just a tiny little bit. One thing just to mention before we start, Ben changes a lot between his like strumming with his thumb, strumming with his nails. We won't talk about that too much with this, just because it's kind of our feel thing. So if you want it kind of quiet, go with the thumb. And he just interchanges between thumb and nails depending on how loud he wants the song, that part of the song to be. Okay, so for the first rhythm, we're going to play G. From the videos he plays like a 3-finger G, as you can see here, little finger, ring finger on the bass and middle finger on the second fret of the G. You can play a 4-finger G as well if you like, whatever you prefer. But because he plays it, we're going to go for a 3-finger G. So we've got a bar of G, bar of D, and then 2 bars of A minor. And then right at the end we're going to come over to this sort of D7 over F sharp, which is just from the A minor, moving your middle finger to the second fret of the bass. So, as I said, each bar has got a different rhythm, so the best thing you can do is I'll talk to it kind of slowly and just write it down as we go, and then it's easy to get back to it. As always, you know, if you want to stick to a certain rhythm, that sounds good as well. So for the G, we're going to go down for the first beat. Second beat is silent. Then we have up, down, down, up. One, two, and 3, 4, and. You can make that first one a bass pick as well if you prefer. Then we come to D. We've got down, up, down, up, down. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up. But there's a couple things that go on here. On the 2 and on that up strum, you're going to go to D sus4. 1 and 2 and, so just little finger in the left hand. And then for the third beat, which is the next down strum, you take it off again. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, and then for this next and, we're going to an A minor chord, so it's a push rhythm, but you're going to play A minor as just your first finger. Sounds a bit weird on its own. Oh sorry, let's do that again. Because you're going to get this. So if we look at that A minor and then put them together, it sounds a bit better. So for the A minor bar, you've just come in with this and, then 1, you bring those 2 fingers back down, then you come off again for the up strum, and then on again for the down. And 1 and 2, and then we just have a 3 and 4 and. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. So from the D, one more time. Okay. Then for the last bit, we're going to be in A minor for most of it. We're going to do a hammer on with the first finger and the middle finger. So down, hammer, down, up. Because it's half a bar. Then we do the same rhythm, but this time just with the middle finger, hammer onto the second fret of the bass. Down, down, up. So those two together. then you're back to G. So the whole line really slow. Okay, so that's the first rhythm. The second rhythm, the first 3 bars are the same, so G, okay, that's all exactly the same. What happens is on that last up strum of the A minor bar, so you got 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and, ooh, went too far. You're going to slide to an E minor 9 chord, or just think of it as sliding the A minor shape up 2 frets. So you get 3, 4 and 4. So up strum, slide first beat of the bar, up strum again, with a down. So, and 1 and 2 and 3. Then we do up down again, but you've moved back to A minor, and then up. It's a push rhythm back to G. Sounds weird on its own, I'll play it all together. That down strum's the start of the next bar of G. So from the previous bar of A minor, so those 2 rhythms are the verse. He mainly plays rhythm 1. And if the verse is played around sort of 7 or 8 times, he'll play maybe rhythm 2 twice. On different live performances, he plays it differently, so just kind of play with what feels good. So we'll go into the chorus. Again, pretty much every bar has a separate rhythm, so we're going to have to talk about it that way through. Just the structure of the chords. We've got a bar of G, bar of C, bar of G, bar of C, bar of E minor, bar of D, bar of C add 9, so it's G but down 2, and then we have this rundown which we'll talk about. Then we have a bar of G, back to E minor, back to D, C add 9, this time for a full bar, G with a B in the bass, and then A7 sus4, which is like that standard Wonderwall chord. So you've still got the G in the bass, and it's like the other 2 play the 2 in the middle on the 2nd fret, and then we replenish with that with a bass into G. So there's 2 bars that A7 sus4 to finish, and then it goes back to G. So the complicated bit, let's talk about the rhythms. So we start with that bar of G. We're going to have pick, down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. Sorry, that was a bit too quick. 1, 2, 3, 4 and. C, bass pick again, so pick the A string. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's one of the complicated bits in this chorus. 1, 2, up, down, up, down. Last up, you're coming back to the G again. And then it's the same rhythm for G. So I'll put the G, C, G together. Okay, then you come back to C, pick, up, down, 1, 2 and 3, and then we're going to pick the D string open and hammer into an E minor chord, which is like the 4 and of that bar, because then you're going to do the same rhythm that you did on G, pick, down, down, up on an E minor. So really slow from C, pick, up, down, pick, hammer, bass, down, down, up. Once without talking. Then we come to D, it's exactly the same as it was in the verse. Apart from the very, very last up strum, instead of doing a push rhythm to an A minor, you just put back into D sus4. So down, up, down, up, down. Sorry, down, up, down, up, down, down, up with the little finger back on, because we're going to go to the rundown, which is C add 9, and you're going to do half a bar of that, down, down, up. Then you're going to go to G over B, so the first finger comes to the second fret of the A, middle finger comes off, down, up. Take that finger off, down, up, G, down. If you want, you can pick it out to be a bit more precise. Oh, sorry. So, we're going to go, I'll just play through the first half of the chorus. Okay, so when we come into this G, we do a similar sort of rhythm to what we did with that C going to E minor. We go down strum, that same down strum we just had from the G. 1, 2, and 3, and up, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, and then this time we're going to do a strum, 4, and hammer into the E minor. So just like we did before, but with a strum. Okay. Then the E minor D is exactly the same as it was before. We come into C add 9, start with a bass pick, and then we have up, down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and exact same rhythm. G over B, back to the first finger on the second fret. Then we come to A7 sus4, so drop the first finger down, middle finger comes in, so you've got the 2 2s in the middle. Bass pick, it's pretty much the same rhythm, there's an extra up. Up, down, up, down, up. And then you have the last bar is the A7 sus4, again, same rhythm, but on the 4 and, you're just going to put your first finger on the bass second fret. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and you can either pick it with your thumb or do a down strum. And then you're back to G to start the verse again. So let's go from the second half of the chorus, so starting with that G that we talked about going into E minor. Run through once through the chorus at normal speed so you can hear it, and then we'll just very briefly talk about the outro and then we're done. Okay, just turn the sheet over. So for the outro, it's basically the same. You come from that C, so pick, up, down, up, pick, up, down, up. And then instead of playing the bass for that hammer on, you're going to do the same hammer on but do it on the A string, second fret, so you come back into the B. So if I go from that second half, and it just goes around again. And he kind of does that as many times as he feels like he wants to sing the very, very last line. And then when we get to the last bit, we go again, that C add 9, exactly the same as before. And then this is where it changed. We go back to the B flat, so it's a little bit of a stretch. Single strum, C add 9 single strum, and then G to finish. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that lesson. As always, like, comment, subscribe, do all that, that would be great. And if you have any requests or questions, just pop them in below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And enjoy the rest of your day.